But yeah, we just listened to The Underworld. We kind of rated it as like a 7. I said 7. You said
7 or
8.
8, probably.
You
yeah.
said 8. I said 7.
That went places.
It was pretty cool.
Great.
So let's move on to the next one. This one's called No Longer You. Here we go.
I am the prophet with the answers you seek. Time, I've unlocked it. I see past and future running free. There is a world where I help you get home, but that's not a world I know. What? I see a song of past romance. I see the sacrifice of man. I see portrayals of betrayal and a brother's final stand. I see you on the brink of death. I see you try a final breath. I see a man
Nice voice.
who gets to make it home alive.
Nice vibrato
But
there.
it's no longer you.
Oh.
This can't be. We've suffered and sailed through the toughest of hells. Now you tell us our efforts for nothing. I see your palace covered in red. Faces of men who had long believed you're dead. I see your wife with a man who is haunting, a man with a trail of bodies. Ooh! I see a song of past romance. I see the sacrifice of man. I see portrayals of betrayal and a brother's final stand. I see you on the brink of death. I see you try your final breath. I see a man who gets to make it home alive, but it's no longer you.
Ooh. Damn.
Okay. That was
intense.
That was pretty intense too. Yeah. I like at the end there, like it just feels like it's this big impact of like, you know, I see a man who gets to make it home alive, but it's no longer you. And it's just sort of like this like dramatic chord that's just like, you know, I feel like it just really hammers in just like, like you'll get home, but
no, the
you're not
music,
the man that you left.
The music at the tail end of that like really sends home the emotional impact of him processing what he's saying.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I think that's what I was trying to say.
No,
For sure.
And so what is the connotation of what he's implying or saying here?
Say that again.
That his wife, that Odie's wife is with another man now, or
possibly. I guess I'm not sure.
Or when Odie comes home, he's just a totally different. He's a changed evil man.
I see your wife with a man who is haunting, a man with a trail of bodies. So I don't know. Like at first, I kind of saw this as like a Grim Reaper.
Mm-hmm.
Like I see your wife with a man who's haunting. Like there's someone who's about to like kill your wife.
Past romance, though.
Song of Pants Romance, Sacrifice. Because this is.
And what about a brother?
Where is that?
A brother's final stand.
I see a song of past romance, Sacrifice Man, portrayals of betrayal, and a brother's.
Is it a
final stand?
Well, what's his like Odie's right hand man?
Like Eurocles, whatever his name is.
Because he's been kind of like doubting him here and there too.
He has, yeah, that's true.
What if it's him that like ends up
betraying him?
Betraying him and trying to go steal his girl.
Oh, you think it's like that?
Maybe.
I see you on the brink of death. I see you draw your final breath. See a man who
I mean,
gets
these
to
are
make it
just
home alive, but it's no longer you.
just theories.
Yeah, I mean, I like theories.
A Greek theory.
A Greek theory. God. I'm the prophet. So I forget why they're looking for the prophet. Because Circle was like, oh, you need to like find this prophet, but I forget why.
Sorry, there's a hair in my mouth.
That might be something maybe we can ask the chat. This might be something chat. Like,
yeah,
is there,
clarify that for us.
help us clarify that.
Because it literally just happened, but we forget already.
Because when we were in the Circle Saga, she was like, hey, if you want to avoid Poseidon.
To find a way home.
Just to find a way home? Okay, gotcha. So she was like, if you want to avoid Poseidon, you have to go to the underworld, and the prophet is in the underworld. So if you talk to the prophet, you can find a way home. Whether it's through the underworld or if it's just like prophet will say, hey, go back up. I don't know. We'll see.
Right, because Cersei said she knows who can help you, this prophet, but he's dead. So in order to talk to him, you got to go to the underworld.
You got to go to the underworld. That makes sense. Yeah. And so he's doing his prophetic things. But I guess he's telling him that there's something that's going to be happening to his wife. But I can't figure out if this means like that she's like with another man, or if it's like he's been gone so long that like not necessarily that he's been gone so long, but like she's currently in danger. Either someone's gonna come and kill her, or there's like an invasion and she dies in the invasion.
Yeah.
Or, I'm not sure. It kind of at first with the man who's haunting, it doesn't make me think that she's like, oh, I'm flirting around with other men because my husband hasn't been home in 12 years.
Yeah, I almost want
to gives a more like weird, like I don't know what the word I'm looking for. Not
some
dramatic,
sort of
like
menacing trickery.
Menacing, yeah.
To maybe even Hades himself to like lure her to the underworld. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm also still open to the possibility of it's Odie coming back to her, but he's been on this like hellish journey, and like he's still this like he's still like this honorable noble guy, but maybe he's just like been through enough shit by the time he gets home that he's just a total piece of shit.
So
with a trail of bodies, all the carnage that he's left behind,
interesting
past romance, like trying to like revisit this romance that once was, but he's been gone so long, it is a totally different person now.
Right.
That it's like that's all that they're clinging on to is the past.
I guess that really makes I think that makes a lot more sense now, because
the betrayal and Brother's Final Stand don't really fit into that theory though, so I'm curious.
It does make sense.
And also see you on the brink of death and draw your the prophet's also saying that he's gonna die.
Yeah, see, I see a man who gets to make it home.
As I continue reading, my theory doesn't hold as much water.
But he might be talking about like, I see the man you were on the brink of death. I see you draw your final breath. Because he's like, I see a man who gets to make it home alive, but it's not you.
Yeah.
He means...
No, it's no longer you.
But it's even better. It's no longer you.
And that is very open to interpretation.
Yeah.
Not that
does it mean
not
physically,
just it's not
or does
you.
it mean like emotionally? Like
not that it's not you, but it's no longer you.
Yeah, exactly.
Which
I think that
implies a previous tense.
Yeah, I think we're onto something. Unless Chad says no. I can't believe the prophet spoiled the entire plot. He even said the One Piece's friendship. That. Oh my god. This is my favorite for reactors because it's massive theory fuel. I love hearing your guesses. Yeah, this is great. I appreciate you guys doing your best to not spoil things for us. And you know me at this point. I love, theorizing about some stuff. Severance had my mind doing all sorts of theoretical thinking, and One Piece, of course, does that to me. So it's like stuff like this, especially because we're rusty with the mythology. Like if we're not familiar with the story, it's like we're kind of getting to learn the story in this sort of media, and we kind of get to just like theorize like, oh, what's going to happen next, It's cool.